Welcome back, everybody. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your day and having a fantastic week. So as you can see behind me, we have this beautiful Burmese python, and we will look at her very quickly, but not too fast because she is amazing, and we have to feed her and some of the other bigger boas, not the anacondas, but some of the other regular boas that are in the room are hungry, and they will be feeding on some pretty large rats. So this is the Pearl Burmese. She is a little over 2 years old, and she's getting thicker, and she's definitely growing pretty well over the last couple of months, and very excited about that. You can definitely tell from earlier videos or pictures if you follow me on Instagram that her body is fattening up, which is really nice. She is a very sweet, docile snake. Rats have been in the room. I did take them out just for this so she wasn't too crazy with the scents, but I think she does smell the rats in the room just a little bit, so don't want to get too close to her because even the nicest snakes, once there's food around, they can be a little bit temperamental, only because, well, that's their nature, is they eat whenever they can. So this is the cross with the albino and the hypo, so both of those alone are beautiful. And if you guys like the albinos, I think this is a secondary snake that is phenomenal. This is probably my favorite combo that's under $600. My favorite one is the caramel, but those are, the pricing has gone down significantly on those, but they're still kind of hard to find. Like I said, I really wanted a Burmese when I was looking at one as an albino, and they're super vibrant and really gorgeous as adults, but I mean as babies, but as they get older they really fade out a lot. And then I noticed with the pearls, a lot of the adults, they kept their colors and they kept their patterns very well, and as we know that most snakes as they get older they do fade out and they don't look as nice as babies, but some of these pearls, they're amazing as adults. And we know that Burms can get up to 16 feet and weigh a lot, and when they have a lot of bright colors and look phenomenal. It just makes them, even better to own. So I highly suggest people looking into pearls if you want one. Of course, she does like the huff and kind of blow a lot of hot air when I try to get her out, but once she's out, she's actually not a bad snake to hang out with. And I would say that she's just a very large ball python, basically. And I know I've said this before, but I really think her patterns kind of look like a giraffe, so it's kind of unique and kind of cool. But I will put her back. We'll feed the Argentine. We will feed the common boa. We'll feed the albino and the ghost. So some of those snakes are actually getting some very large meals, and I'm not really feeding them too often. This girl right here ate again last night. This was my problem child. She came off of food a while ago. I'm assuming because she's around 1,000 grams. Last week she ate a live mouse or live small rat, and last night she ate another live rat. So she's eating. It's just on live, which is annoying. But we need her to grow up. And then here's this beautiful lady right here. Poor lighting. But it is a Suriname red tail, and she will eat probably tomorrow. So the lighting in this, I'm having issues with the lighting. I've been using the strip lighting, just kind of like weaving it in and out, and it doesn't work very well. I've tried Amazon and Home Depot. I've even gotten some of this stuff from like the outdoors style stuff, but there's just so much humidity in here that is just killing the light. So I don't know what to do with the lighting situation in here, because it's expensive to just keep buying lights over and over and over again, and they don't work. I've tried battery powered lights, and the humidity kills the batteries, and the batteries are expensive, so I try to use the electric ones. But the snakes, it's just a mess. So help me out on that if you can, and let me put her back, and then we'll feed off a lot of these rats. And I know a lot of you guys like seeing some of these snakes eat, so here we go. Alright, so we got some pretty large rats here, and I honestly don't know why they're bleeding. I thawed them out. in the refrigerator, and then I left them out in the snake room so they would thaw out completely. And I don't know why they're bleeding, because they were frozen. But this is a very, well, it's probably a normal size one, but normal size meal, but it's kind of large for me to feed it to her. And it is definitely the same size as the width of her body. So we'll see how hungry she is, and she should be interested in it. There we go. Perfect. So yeah, I mean, that's basically the width of her body. I guess I could jump her up to larges. Maybe I'll do that for the next feeding. Maybe I can go back and forth from large to mediums if I want to feed her like weekly. But I think every 2 weeks on a medium it's fine. I mean, you guys can see her. I think she looks perfectly okay. So we'll let her do what she needs to do. And we'll come over here to the Argentine, which is, I do have this, if you guys are not aware, I do have this blocked off because she is a very, very defensive snake, and she strikes at the glass whenever she can. I mean, the common does it too, but this girl will hit extremely hard, and she has moved her lower jaw over to one side after hitting the glass. I fed her a meal, and it readjusted her jaw back to where it was supposed to be. But you know, you always have the risk of running into you know, the potential if you run the see-through PVC stuff with the plexiglass or regular glass, that if a snake does strike at it, they can break their necks, they can die, they can break their jaws, and have a lot of surgery and some very, very large vet bills. So, you know, just putting something across it can save thousands of dollars and your snake's life. So we're going to give her this very, very large rat. I wish I could get her back out. So this is the, I just set that up there, so it's kind of bloody. I don't know, again, I don't know why they're bleeding, and I wish I could reposition her. Alright, so poor lighting on inside the cage, so we're going to feed her outside the cage. And I know some of you guys are saying, you're not supposed to do that. It's okay. I promise. It is okay. It does not make them any more aggressive or defensive. And I normally don't do this. I have done this with the anaconda and the Burmese, and they come out all the time and they're perfectly fine. So this girl is gorgeous, and that's a big meal for her. And I'm excited to watch her grow because she should be much larger than all of the other boas combined. And so this is the common boa. She just finished her meal. Probably got some aspen in her mouth, and I hate aspen when the snakes need high humidity. It bothers me because they urinate in it, and so that humidity with the urine and everything else is just not very good. So she's very in a mood to be hungry. She has a hide. They almost all have hides, except for the albino and the ghost, because they normally don't use them. But I do have the hides. I have one up here that I took out, so I'm trying to keep an eye on her, and then I'll put her back with a hook. Shouldn't be any problem. They're all very docile enough. The common, though, you just have to know your animal, just to know your snake, what's going on. And I need to change her paper outs. I need to get regular, what's it called, Repti chip. That's what I need to be buying. So again, very poor lighting. I do apologize. Like I said, I need to get better lighting in here. I do have the strips, and they just don't work, and it is a bummer. I will try to get different ones. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, help me out on that. The albino, this girl is gorgeous, and it's such a bummer that these lights do not work. So this is the albino. We'll see if she is hungry, which she should be. And we will feed the ghosts. Here we go. This girl is gorgeous. So in the next couple of days, I will take her out and I'll show you guys how she is. Alright, and that is it. So sorry about the poor quality on the other boas. I will get that lighting figured out for the next time we see them or feed them. And hopefully you guys have an amazing day. And again, I appreciate the supports. And hopefully this lady enjoys her rats.